Irrigation. Today we are studying definition of irrigation, types of irrigations and classification of water present in soil. First, definition. Irrigation may be defined as the process of artificial application of water to the soil or the land for raising crops. This is a simple definition. What are the advantages of irrigation? See, increase in crop yield means increase food production. Revenue generation, how? By selling the crops. Hydroelectric power generation. Major river valley projects are planned to provide hydroelectric power together with the irrigation. Thus, at the same time, dual purpose is served. And the last, generation of employment opportunities, which is most important. When we construct for irrigation work such as head work, weir, barrages, overhead irrigation works, employment opportunities are generated. Now, see about the disadvantages of irrigation. Formation of marshy land because of excess slippage of water from irrigation canals. Sometimes due to abundant supply of irrigation water, valuable lands get submerged. And wastage of irrigation water, this is also disadvantages of irrigations. See. Now focus on types of irrigation. Surface irrigation, subsurface irrigation. In surface irrigation, further classified into flow irrigation and lift irrigation. Flow irrigation further classified into perennial irrigation and flood irrigation. Subsurface irrigation. Natural sub-irrigation, artificial sub-irrigation. Now see, surface irrigation. In this method, irrigation water is distributed to the agricultural land through small channels which is flooded with area up to required depth. Water is applied and distributed either by gravity or pumping. In surface irrigation, this method is good for soils with low to moderate infiltration capacities and lands with uniform terrain. Now see, surface irrigation classified into flow irrigation and lift irrigation. In flow irrigation, water available at higher level is supplied to lower level by the action of gravity. In flow irrigation. Lift irrigation, water available at lower level is lifted to a higher level by pump or manual. Now, perennial irrigation. Perennial irrigation, perennial system. In this system, constant and continuous water supply is done to the crops as per requirement during the crop period. Now see, when perennial system of irrigation is carried out by canal system, is called as direct irrigation. When perennial system of irrigation is carried out by storage reservoirs, it is called as storage irrigation. Now, flood irrigation. The second type in flow irrigation. Flood irrigation. In this, soil kept submerged and flooded by occasional supplement of natural rainfall. This is all about surface irrigation. Now, subsurface irrigation. Subsurface irrigation. This method is suitable for soil which are highly permeable, because in this method water flows underground and reaches to plant roots by capillarity. In that natural sub-irrigation, water leaked from channels during the passage through subsoil causes rise of a water table, which in turn provides water to crops through the capillarity. Artificial sub-irrigation. When a system of an open joint drain is artificially laid below the soil. This system called as artificial sub-irrigation system, which is a costly process and which recommended for the areas where crops provides high returns. Now, classification of water present in soil. See, this is a diagram. This is a core of over-dried soil. Over-dried soil's core. See, this part is hygroscopic water, then capillary water, then gravitational water. Okay. Now see, what is hygroscopic water? When an oven-dried sample is kept open in the atmosphere, it absorbs some amount of water from the atmosphere. This is called as hygroscopic water, and this water not capable of movement by the action of gravity or capillarity forces. Action of gravity in this portion, action of capillarity in this portion, but the water from this portion is not capable of movement by gravity or capillarity forces. Now, capillary water. This is the part in excess of hygroscopic water. This is the part in excess of hygroscopic water which exists in the pore spaces of a soil by molecular attraction. Gravitational water. This is the part in excess of hygroscopic and capillary water which will move